back, 6th grade virtual learners, and this is another edition of Too Good for Drugs. Now, in our last lesson, we talked about marijuana and how marijuana can affect your goals and your body and your brain. Now, today we're going to start off with who can tell me what a risk is. Now, a risk is something that involves doing something that carries the possibility of a negative outcome. Now, there's two different types of risks. There's a healthy risk and unhealthy risk. Now, a healthy risk is something that's safe, plus legal, plus sports goal achievement, and helps you learn something new. Unhealthy risk is unsafe, illegal, and hinders goal achievement and may cause unwanted consequences. So as teenagers, you all are going to start to take risks, but you have to remember to try to go for the healthy risk than the unhealthy risk. So I want everybody to turn to page 17 in the section titled Risk-Taking Formulas. And we're going to read each scenario, and we're going to figure out if that person took a healthy risk or a unhealthy risk, all right? So scenario number 1. Shayla noticed signs posted around school for upcoming talent show. She wanted to perform a modern dance routine in the show, but she was afraid that she wouldn't make the cut. She worried that if she auditioned, she wasn't selected, and she would feel both rejection and embarrassment. Now, is auditioning for the school talent show a healthy or unhealthy risk? That is a healthy risk because it's safe and it's legal and it supports goal achievement. Now, Shayla's friends and family encouraged her to audition. Because of this encouragement, she considered her options and decided to go for it. Shayla performed a flawless routine to the judges and landed the opening spot in the talent show. Now, scenario number 2. Dylan just started at the school and is eager to make friends. He met Chris and Jared in his band class. Chris and Jared knows a lot about music, and Dylan's passion is playing the trumpet. One day at lunch, Chris and Jared said they were going to hang out after school to smoke marijuana with some older teens that Dylan didn't know. They claimed it was a harmless way to get high because everybody does it. They pressured Dylan to join them. Now, what type of risk is smoking marijuana? That is clearly an unhealthy risk. And it's unhealthy because it's unsafe and it can cause unwanted consequences. So let's see if Dylan took the risk. Now, before agreeing to join his new friends, Dylan stopped to think about what they wanted him to do. He considered his options and the positive and negative consequences of taking the risk to smoking marijuana. He knew he would get in serious trouble. And he told he told Chris and Jared, he looked them in the eye and told them that he would not smoke marijuana. So he went back to his music class and tried to perfect every note of the trumpet. Now, you have the skills to know the difference between healthy and unhealthy risks. We're going to apply these skills to risks associated misusing prescription and over-the-counter medication. So when everybody turn to page 18, in the section titled, The Effects of It All. Now, we're going to read the different prescription over-the-counter medicines and the effects of their abuse. So the first one we're going to read is prescription stimulants. And the effects of prescription stimulants are difficulty breathing, difficulty sleeping, dry mouth, increased heart rate, nausea, seizures, and sweating. Next, we have prescription depressants, which is confusion, decreased heart rate, drowsiness, slow brain function, slow breathing, and slurred speech, and vomiting. Then we have prescription pain relievers, which the effects are constipation, decreased heart rate, drowsiness, itchy skin, poor coordination, slow breathing, unconsciousness. Then last but not least, we have over-the-counter cough medicine, which the effects are blurred vision, confusion, dizziness, increased heart rate, slurred speech, stomach pain, and vomiting. Now I want you all to look in the section titled, We Got It. I want you all to read each section or each question from We Got It section. Let's see if you can get all those correct, all right? And we'll go over them together. Now, the first question is identify the scenario that describes the correct use of prescription medication. Now we have Austin and his mom both got a migraine, headaches, and his mom has prescription to help with the pain. And when Austin comes home from school with a migraine, he decides to take one of his mom's prescription pills. Then we have B, which is Braylon was prescribed medication for depression. He told his mom he is feeling better and wants to stop taking the medicine. His mom tells him he must continue to take the medicine and only his doctor can stop or change his medicine. Braylon agrees to keep taking his medicine. Then we have C. Stacy had her wisdom teeth pulled yesterday and she woke up during the night in a lot of pain. Because she is so much pain, she takes pain pills instead of one as the doctor prescribed. So what is the right answer to number 1? And the answer is B. So now I want you all to do 2 through 10 at home and take your time, and then we're going to read over the answers for you, all right? Now, number 2 is A, over-the-counter cough medicine. Number 3 is difficulty sleeping, which is C. Number 4 is C, both A and B. Number 5 is B, it's legal to share or borrow prescription medication. 6 is A, you can't become dependent or addicted to prescription medication. C is, the answer to number 7, is C. Ken has a bad cough and he takes over-the-counter medicine so his mom gives him, so she read the label and gave him the correct amount. Then 8 is A, 9 is B, and 10 is C. Now, for number 6, it says, identify the false statement, and the answer is A, because you can become addicted or to prescription medication, all right? Now, you have the skills to know the difference between the right usage of prescription medication. So I want everybody looking at section 19, Home Sweet Home. And I want you to write down 3 ways to safely handle prescription and over-the-counter medicines in your home. So next week, which is lesson 10, we're going to talk about the different inhalants and street drugs.